aka Geeks.
Hey everybody, welcome to AKA Geeks. This is Real News. I'm your host, Sean. Let's get right into it, you guys. Alright, let's start off with some MCU news. That's the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you don't know, now you know. James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2, confirmed a few weeks ago, I think maybe a month, that he was going to be coming back to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I'm very happy about. I'm glad he could finish off his trilogy. But he also made some comments this week that confirmed that he is going to be overseeing, along with Kevin Fiege, the Marvel Cosmic Universe inside the Marvel Cinematic Universe. James Gunn said, "We talk about it all the time. It's already a part of what I'm doing with Marvel and the conversations that Kevin and I have every day. When we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and that story, that's a story that will lead to other stories. It's innate to the DNA that's the end of a trilogy, but it's the beginning of a whole other element of the Marvel Cosmic Universe. That's a part of what I'm doing now." So with that being said, you guys, I think this is great. This is right on. It's spot on. It's good news because there were some things I already mentioned with Lynn and our review of Guardians of the Galaxy regarding what decisions James Gunn has made regarding the cosmic area of the cinematic universe. Some of the stuff that happened in Guardians of the Galaxy, it kind of has to be canon now. The biggest one is the space gates. You know, the to jump. That has to be canon now because how can you just change that? I mean, that's something that's now there in the universe. And also with Thor Ragnarok, Taika Waititi, even though he is directing that film, it definitely has some Guardians of the Galaxy James Gunn feeling to it and look to it. So I am definitely okay with this. I think that he has already played a role in shaping where we're going with these movies, specifically Thor Ragnarok. And I think with his tutelage, with his crazy, imaginative ideas, his mind, I think it's gonna turn out well for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm looking forward to see where they go with this. See if he's gonna have a bigger hand in Captain Marvel, and also see what other things that he's gonna also help mold. If he's gonna get to work with even more so with the Russo brothers, with the second Avengers movie that's coming out after Infinity War. Good news for the fans of John Wick out there, John Wick 1 and John Wick 2. Director of the films Chad Stahelski and writer of the films Derek Kolstad have actually been signed on to direct and write John Wick 3, with production starting as early as the end of this year. I'm very excited about this. I think this is such a hot commodity. They have how this movie needs to be made. They have it down pat. With these two guys coming back, I think they can get this movie going before too long. I think we could stay on this high note with this film and have another awesome movie to complete the trilogy. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to what they can put on screen. This is good news. I'm really happy for this. So Wonder Woman was a hit, you guys. I really, really enjoyed the film. I still haven't been able to do a breakdown, a spoiler review of it with the guys yet. But even so, the movie was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Patty Jenkins did an amazing job with it. Everybody would think she's already been signed on for multiple films. Thing is, she hasn't been. But that hasn't stopped her from thinking about where the next movie is going to go. Patty Jenkins has said that the next movie is going to be in current modern day times, which is good. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see where this movie connects to the current characters in the DCEU now that we have a good picture of what's caused her to have these thoughts of giving up on humanity and whatnot. I want to see where she is now after what happened in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. The only thing about that, like I said, is she's not signed on for Wonder Woman 2 yet. But with the success of Wonder Woman, it made over $100 million opening weekend. Really good movie. She now has all the power in my mind. DCEU, Warner Brothers, they need to try to get her back for Wonder Woman 2. They don't need to rush it. What I really want is, I want to see some Batman stuff. I want to see them kind of take some pointers from what Patty Jenkins did. Patty Jenkins did a great job with allowing the characters and the stories of the characters build that story up. The fighting, the action scenes were great, but it wasn't the main focus in my mind. What was the main focus of that movie was everything else. And then the action, the fight scenes were just gravy, you know? So, with that being said, I really hope that she gets signed on for Wonder Woman 2. I hope she gets what she deserves. She's been in the business for quite a long time, and she's done a great job with the movie she's directed. She definitely deserves some recognition, and I hope that she can get it with Wonder Woman 2. And I look forward to hearing more about where she wants to go with the film Wonder Woman 2. So talking about a piss poor attitude, you guys, sorry to end the news segment on this type of note, but I just want to throw this out there. If you're going to be bitter, that's fine. I hope that we can all overcome our own bitterness. Dan Aykroyd is not able to overcome his own bitterness for some reason or another. He was a small cameo in the new Ghostbusters reboot film, which his part wasn't that great, and the reboot, the cameos of all the other characters weren't that great either. On the show Sunday Brunch, Dan Aykroyd said some comments that kind of stirred the pot a bit. He said that Paul Feig did such a bad job with the Ghostbusters film. He actually cost Sony $30 to $40 million with reshoots. That's a lot of money, you guys. He said that he caused so much damage that Sony will not allow him back on the lot. Sony has refuted what Dan Aykroyd has said and said no, it was $3 to $4 million, which is more conceivable. And this whole thing about him not being back on the lot is dumb. Paul Feig has had his hand with the whole Ghostbusters, trying to get it rebooted, and I don't think that he would be treated in that manner. Ghostbusters was not a great movie. It was not a great reboot. It was not a terrible reboot. I thought it was okay for what it was, and I did not dislike the film. I thought I liked it. I thought it was okay. I was happy with it. I wasn't overjoyed. It was just right there in the middle. That being said, there's no reason for these types of comments. For some reason, Dan Aykroyd had his panties in a bunch, and I respect Dan Aykroyd. I love a lot of his films, but his comments are just really just bitter and really childish in my eyes. You guys, just remember, if you do feel this way about something, just think about it. Take 10 seconds, count to 10 before you say something. And decide, should I actually say this? Should I bring this type of negative attention on myself, or should I not? I'm saying this at the same time I'm talking about the story, and I've said negative comments in this story. But the thing is, we gotta do better than this. Dan Aykroyd's gotta do better than this. I've gotta do better than this. We all have to do better than this. Movies are all subjective. You can like something I hate, I can like something you hate. But let's really look at the value of movies. They provide such happiness for a lot of people, myself included, very much so in my life. I get so much joy from movies. And it's really hard for me to dislike a film. And regardless of that, there's no reason we should poo-poo on other people's hard work just because for some reason we feel a little bitter. But that goes for everything in life, you guys. So I just want to throw that out there. It's a story it's evolving as we speak over this last week. It's very interesting. I want to see where it goes. If Dan Aykroyd's going to ever come out and say, oh, you know what, I was sorry. I misspoke. I should have taken a second and not done that. So I like to see what happens with this. Dan Aykroyd, I respect the guy. I love a lot of his movies, but he shouldn't have said this. Shouldn't have came out with these kinds of statements. And we'll see where they go from here. I'm still hoping Paul Feig can do something with the Ghostbusters franchise in the future. Alright guys, now on to the trailer segment. This week there are a few trailers that caught my attention, some really good ones. Let's start off with the Disney Pixar film Coco. This trailer, I actually was not such a big fan of the first trailer. This trailer came out, or I should say first thing that came out was, I guess it was more like a teaser. This is a full-fledged trailer, gives you more connection with what the story actually is and more of an idea of what it is. So I very much like this one a lot more than the first trailer or teaser. This one definitely gives you more insight, and I appreciate that. It gives me more of an idea of what this is, and it makes me more open to the film comparative to the first trailer. The next one is a movie called First Kill. This is starring Bruce Willis and Hayden Christensen making a comeback. I gotta say, with this trailer, Bruce Willis has been, not entirely, but mailing it in quite a bit over the last few years. This one doesn't look like he's mailing in. I like this character for him. And Hayden Christensen making his way back, and I think this is a good role for him, putting him in the role of a father, caring about his son and what goes on in the trailer, but also gives him a little edge with what you see in the trailer. It's very interesting, and they do a good job with the editing to not entirely give it away of who's on whose side, who's good, who's bad, and who's gonna win in the end. So I'm very interested in this one. I'm looking forward to another trailer. I want to get more of an idea of what this film really has to it, but I'm already liking it. I'm already looking forward to it. Okay, last trailer that caught my attention this week is American Made. This is my favorite trailer of the week. This one's starring Tom Cruise, has a bunch of other people in there that you'll recognize. This one is starring a guy who is a pilot, and in the trailer it starts off with him being told to land, and he crash lands, and he has some coke, and comedy and like a hecticness that's very enjoyable for me ensued from there, and that point out of the trailer. It's based on a true story. The guy in the movie, Peel, Tom Cruise's character actually ends up, and they show this, starts working for the CIA, and then starts working for Pablo Escobar, and it goes on from there, and it's like a big old tangled web that he weaves, and it looks super interesting. The comedy of it looks perfect, like what I want in a comedy that has a little bit of drama, a dramedy, if you will, and I'm very much interested in this one. I can't wait to see another trailer. I look forward to hearing the first reviews of this film before it comes out. I'm really interested in this one. Alright guys, now on to the in-theater segment. This week in theaters, there are two movies that are coming out that have got my attention. First off is the horror film It Comes at Night. I'm hearing interesting things about this film. I am very much looking forward to this. Ever since I saw the first trailer like a month ago, literally I barely saw the first trailer a month ago and now it's already out. I'm really looking forward to this one, really interested in this one. I want to see what it is that's causing the situation to be what it is in this film. It has me thinking of some kind of post-apocalyptic thing or some kind of zombie or infected type thing, and I want to see that. I want to understand why. I love these types of stories, whether it's horror or not. I love it. I just really do love it. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And the other one is The Mummy. This one is starring Tom Cruise. This one looks very interesting. It has some action in it. It's based off of the old movie, which was a horror film. This one doesn't look too much horror based. It doesn't look like horror is going to factor in too much. There are going to be some tense moments, I think, but nothing horror like what you traditionally think of horror now. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be an action film that's going to keep you at the edge of your seat, I think. But it has to contend with what else is out there right now, which is Wonder Woman. I mean, I don't know if Wonder Woman's going to slow down and give this one even some air to breathe. But The Mummy is out. I'm interested in this one as well. I want to see it. I don't know if you guys want to. I want to see where this whole dark universe is going to go, if they're going to succeed or not. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's episode of Real News. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe button down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great conversation about all the topics I covered today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
aka Geeks.